Hello everyone. Since years and ages in the education world, we as educators have been working with the premise of teaching to guarantee a good preparation to our students in the outside world. We have always tried our best to provide them the finest learning through studying equations and memorizing theories, but unfortunately without being applied in the real world. We are at a point that we have to facilitate learning to our students and make it dynamic, smooth, applicable, traceable, and above all, significant. Our world is beautiful and interesting, but complex and knotted at the same time. So we have to believe that we have the ability to think out of the box, be creative, accept the challenges, solve these knots, and stop hiding behind the classroom doors. From this idea of breaking walls and opening the doors to the real world, educators and innovators have integrated concepts, topics, standards, and assessments in a very powerful, beneficial, and educational approach to learning that uses science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics as access points for guiding students' inquiry, dialogue, and critical thinking. This is what STEAM is all about. It's an approach to learning and development that integrates and involves two or more standards from science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics to be taught and assessed in and through each other. Now maybe you will ask yourself, who can teach STEAM? Actually, the answer is very simple. You can teach STEAM, and you, it's everyone. You cannot decide to be a teacher, enter your classroom and say, it's not my job to teach those kindergarteners how to tie their shoes or put on their jackets. A physics teacher cannot say, it's not my job to explain basic math functions to these students. And a social studies teacher cannot say, it's not my job to teach students how to write complete paragraphs using correct spelling and grammar. Guess what? It's your job. We're all in a community and we're all involved in it. We got to help each other for the sake and benefits of our students. We're all in this together. So each teacher can be a STEAM teacher, which can happen everywhere, in each class and at any time. And maybe you're doing it without knowing that. How? Because STEAM is an approach and not a written curriculum. It is signified to encourage curiosity, ask big questions, and raise the level of creativity in the investigation of problem solving. That means you can integrate STEAM into your math class, your arts class, or any class. Through STEAM, students develop key skills including problem solving, creativity, critical analysis, teamwork, independent thinking, initiative, communication, and digital literacy. Unlike traditional teaching practices, which often encourage inefficient and passive learning, STEAM education tempts students to be active learners, to gain new knowledge that they can take beyond the classroom or home and apply to problems that might come across them in the everyday real world. Now come with me to explore the wonders of STEAM education. First, I'm going to help you and give you a lesson plan template that can be used at home or in the classroom with kids of all ages. First, you have to write the grade that you'll teach, then the title of the lesson, then the time needed and the objective of the lesson. Then you have to write the skills presented in this lesson. How can you integrate science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics in your lesson? In science, students will use skills within a scientific method. In technology, students will extend or document learning through use of technology. In engineering, students will plan and construct the object from simple supplies. In arts, they will show their artists' creative choices. And in mathematics, they will use lines, patterns, and explore mathematical relationships as they plan and design. Also, we have to inform students with background information about the challenge given to them. We have to mention the materials needed for the challenge, usually substances available at home, and then mention the challenge directions, which are the steps they have to do. And at the end, lesson wrap up. This step is very important, where you engage your students in a quick discussion about what they learned and what it meant to them. After giving students an idea about the challenge they have to accept and do, and informing them with background information about it by showing them pictures or videos and explaining about it, state the materials that they have to use. Tell them that they are not obliged to use all the materials. Explain that they should have a plan before they start applying, and they can change this plan if needed. Let them think out of the box, be creative, and solve their own problems if they encountered ones. Encourage them to test, evaluate, and improve. After finishing the challenges, you can make a circle time. Ask your students questions. Let them share their responses with each other. Don't forget to give all your kids an opportunity to speak and listen to others. You as a teacher can be creative as well. You can use a sand timer or a digital stopwatch, which will be helpful with younger children. And this will develop their speaking and listening skills. You will definitely observe positive transformations. Finally, a true STEAM lesson requires evaluating both the content and arts standards that were selected and taught. As all good teachers know, if you want to learn it, teach it, and if you teach it, you assess it. So, in a STEAM lesson, you're looking for students' growth in both content areas, which will help take your students to an outstanding level. Integrating STEAM lessons will guide our children to become bridge builders for interactive perception in our homes, classrooms, communities, and world. As Vince Gauman once said, the best education does not happen at a desk, but rather engaged in everyday, living, hands-on, exploring, in active relationship with life. This was Hind Albanna from Al-Ittihad National Private School Al Ain. Hope this was beneficial. Bye for now and see you later in a new STEAM challenges.